Right, so it's a 2,500 point battle line battle. I'm using Empire and Dan's using Chaos Dwarfs. My army is basically all proxies because I don't own any Empire yet. So this is 3 demigryphs, 10 crossbowmen. The Doom Wheel is a steam tank, cannon, 10 more crossbowmen, Hellblaster, 15 inner circle knights, and then a bunch of characters including Karl Franz. And that's supposed to be a guy on a Pegasus, Captain on Pegasus. And then is the Kadai Destroyer on the other side, 20 goblins with bows and a Goblin Khan, is it called? 3 Kadai, Hell Cannon, 10 or 12 guys with the Hell Glaives. And then there's a level 4 and level 2 in there. Magma Cannon, 25 Great Weapon, Infernal Guard.
With an Infernal Castellan.
Infernal Castellan. Is that the only character in that unit, Infernal Castellan?
Yeah.
It was like, is it BSB?
BSB as well, yeah.
And then 2 units of goblins, which is really cool. Goblin Wolf Riders. 1 with bows, 1 with spears in there. Right, that's it. I've got my spells Regrowth, Earth, Blood, and Flesh to Stone, and Throne of Irons, which we lost a card for, and then the dwarves have got a bunch of crazy spells that do all sorts of horrible stuff, and Metal as well, which Searing Doom and Plague of Rust. And we're just about to roll for the Dark Soul weapon, or whatever it is. Dark Forge weapon, so what's that?
So I've got a 1.
Kills himself.
No, +1 to channeling attempts. Oh, that's a rubbish one.
Oh, so the general has that, does he?
General, yeah, the Diva Smith, the Source of Profit comes with it.
Go on, re-roll it, because it's only
okay.
Yeah, we're not. Oh, it's just... Alright, 4.
The weapon has multiple wounds, D3 special rule.
Cool. Yeah, go with that. Yeah, it's more fun.
I'll read out what the other ones are, we can get in a second. So
yeah.
Check.
So it's the end of Chaos Dwarfs turn 1. Kadai Destroyer moved all the way around here because it's got move 9. Goblin stays still. These Kadai move forward, and the Hell Cannon failed its restraint test, so it moved forward 8, conveniently into range of my Hellblaster now. Everyone else stayed still apart from the Wolf Riders who moved round. Magic killed 4 of my knights with a template spell, and then the Magma Cannon killed another 4, wasn't it? So 8 knights have died. Look at that unit now.
Good thing you passed to look out Sirs, really.
Yeah, I didn't really look out Sirs. Basically, I kind of initially thought, oh, I've got a life wizard, he can heal those guys, but it's not going to heal that many. Yeah. And that's 1 round of shooting, and the Hell Cannon didn't shoot. So it's Empire turn 1 now. Right, so it's the end of Empire turn 1. Movement. These guys reformed to hopefully face off any threat against the Wolf Riders in the future turn. The steam tank just moved forward a little bit. They stayed still. Demigryphs moved outside the front arc of the Kadai. They just marched up as much as they could around that terrain and centre, and the captain flew forwards and turned around at the end of his move. Magic was alright, got Throne of Irons off and then Regrowth, regrew 2 knights, but obviously I lost 8 last turn, so don't think that plan is going to last much longer, but you never know. Shooting was pretty good last time. And then shooting phase, so basically, had cannon, misfired straight away. I tried to fire at the Kadai, misfired and rolled a 1, so it died. And it was a dwarf cannon model, a dwarf model for the cannon as well. So that's going in the Book of Grudges, I'm afraid. Even though they're allies. Yeah. Then the Hellblaster shot at the Kadai infantry, monstrous infantry things. It got 18 shots, hit with quite a few, and then because it was rolling on 3+ to wound, but then it had to re-roll, it only got 2 wounds through, and one of them was saved because they got 4+4. So it did 1 wound, and 10 crossbowmen shot at them and also did a wound, which is really good for the crossbowmen, I think. So that's pretty mental that they were so resistant to the hell cannon, but they only got 2 wounds each, so one of them was dead. The steam tank shot at the magma cannon, hit wounded, and did 1 wound. So not a great turn, and I'm pretty nervous about this next turn as well, when this Kadai is going to come round and reap a murderous toll on my army. Right, that's it. So it's on to Chaos Dwarfs turn 2. End of Chaos Dwarfs turn 2. So in this turn there was 1 charge. The Kadai charged the crossbowmen, killed 7. They fled 6 and it only got 5, so it's now chasing them. There were the charges. So in magic, a couple more knights died, and then
3 knights died.
Oh, that's magic and shooting, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, magic, nothing happened.
No, magic didn't.
Yeah, magic, it's just a bad phase with sort of bad rolls and spells and stuff. I think failing to cast 1 spell, wasn't it? So then shooting killed 3 more knights and put a wound on the warrior priest and 2 wounds on my wizard lord. Because he failed.
Could have been worse. He could have
been dead.
Could be dead.
He failed Lookout Sir from the magma
cannon.
The jizz cannon.
It would be a lot worse if he failed it from that. That's D6 wounds.
Yeah, because I think that shot at him, didn't it? Yeah.
He failed that Lookout Sir.
So not as bad as last turn, but that unit is not looking healthy. It's not looking healthy at all. And also, goblins killed a knight. 5 goblin wolf riders, and these goblins over here, are they goblins or hobgoblins? What are they called?
Well, they're called hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins, yeah. They did a wound to the skull crushers.
The skull crushers.
Yeah, they're now skull crushers. yeah. But next time my doom wheel's gonna
recap. But one Kadai died as well.
Yes, it failed. They failed their toughness test, and 1 took 2 wounds. So there's only 1 left now. So it's not all doom and gloom for the Empire. So now it's Empire turn 2. It's the end of Empire turn 2. So the crossbowmen fell off the board. I faffed around with these guys for ages, but basically, because they're so close to the Hellblaster, they can't really stop him from charging them and being able to get the Hellblaster if he wants to do that.
Decided yet.
Yeah, the steam tank had to get a 9 to crash into the remaining Kadai, and on 3d6 I got a 6. So fortunately Dan pointed out if I generated 4 steam points I could still shoot the cannon if that happened. It did happen. Cannon shot the Hellblaster, hit, but only he only killed 1 handler because it randomised on the handlers.
The Hellblaster wiped out the last die anyway.
Yeah, the Hellblaster 5 shots, all hit, all wound. Or 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
4 wounds, yeah. So
I failed 2, so
that was pretty good. Like for a bad roll, that was good. These guys have come round to the flank of the hell cannon. In hindsight, I wish I'd tried to charge with them. I thought it was too far, but when I measured it, it was too late. I might have got lucky and got it, but they just moved up. And my captain on Pegasus, which is that guy over there, moved to the flank of the great weapon guys. And magic, I only cast 1 spell on a low roll, and it was Dispel Scrolled. Throne of Vines was Dispel Scrolled as well. Was dispelled. So that was it. Yeah. So at least I've killed that unit, which presumably weren't that cheap.
No, 165 points.
Right, so Chaos Dwarfs turn 3. Yeah, I think so. Next turn's going to be interesting. That's the end of Chaos Dwarfs turn 3. So the Kadai, after all my stressing over these units over here, I forgot that immediately prior to doing all that, I pointed out that this rock prevented, because it's impassable, the angle meant he couldn't charge that turn. So rather than walking round and charging next turn, he's probably done the smart thing and come round to threaten the demigriffs.
Although he could also just take a charge from the steam.
Which he will, hopefully, if I roll enough. The goblins shot at the demigriffs and did another wound. Yes, there's 2 wounds into them.
Goblins move around.
These goblins move round to block a charge so that these guys can't charge the guys who reformed to face my captain on Pegasus and shot him with a pistol from one guy and missed. The shooting wasn't too bad. Hell Cannon missed completely.
Magma Cannon killed 1.
Yeah, Magma Cannon killed 1 and Blunderbusses didn't kill anyone. So I lost 1 guy, right?
Yeah.
That's actually really good. But it does mean I've lost... So I've got 5 regular guys left in that unit now, which means I've lost 10 regular guys. My Warrior Priest worryingly took a wound but saved it, so yeah.
He was very lucky.
I've lost basically 3/4 of that unit is gone.
But you just like half round to it.
It's still got half rounds, which is kind of all that matters really, because for Sigmar. Quite interestingly, over here, these guys, in a brave goblin fashion, have reformed to be behind this rock. So my crossbows can't see them. Which is quite sneaky.
Next turn, I could move behind the Hellblaster.
Yeah.
And not be seen by them as well.
Oh, those goblins. That's all movement and everything. So that was all in that turn. Right, on to Empire turn 3. So end of Empire turn 3. Basically the steam tank had to get 9 again to get into the flank of the Kadai destroyer, and I rolled 6 again on 3d6, so I fell short. And basically the plan was to at least hold up that guy while I could gradually kill the Hell Cannon. Instead of that, I'm now going to get a flank charge from a Kadai into the demigriffs.
Rear charge by Kadai.
God.
Yeah,
rear charge, so they're going to die, because basically I had no way, there's no way I was going to kill the Hell Cannon 1 round. I did 2 wounds on the charge. So I
got the same initiative as you as well. And I got a high initiative, didn't you?
Yeah, initiative 5, isn't it? Yeah, high initiative, so they'll probably die before they strike. So that's just unlucky with that bloody steam tank. I didn't expect the steam tank to kill the Kadai, but it was supposed to hold it up. In shooting, the Hellblaster did put a wound on the Kadai though, even with hard cover. The steam tank shot at it, but it warded its shot. Magic was good.
My spells off.
Yeah, I got healed most of the wounds. I did miscast, but I had Throne of Vines. Throne of Vines I rolled a 1 on, so a guy died from the miscast. But I got Earth, Blood, 4+ regen, Flesh to Stone, Throne of Vines, so toughness 7. Obviously it's going to wear off by the time I charge in, unless I cast it all again. Obviously killed those wolf guys and reformed. Oh, and my captain killed the magma cannon. And that's it. So now we're on to turn 4. That's the end of Chaos Dwarfs turn 4. So the Kadai obviously made its charge into the rear of the Skull Crusher. The Demigriffs.
Didn't do what you should have done.
Yeah, but it didn't. It only caused 3 wounds altogether.
And one of those was from flaming.
One of which was Burning Body. The Hell Cannon fluffed all its attacks. I ended up losing, causing no wounds, but went down to Leadership 5 and made it on Leadership 4. In the shooting phase, these guys turned around and shot my captain on Pegasus, who had a 2+ rerollable save, and they killed him outright.
So
and the goblins didn't even shoot.
Yeah,
that was mental. He should have saved 3 of them, I think, on average. Basically, in the magic phase, I was totally screwed because it was a decent amount of power dice. I basically had to choose between allowing a spell to be cast, which meant my unit then can't charge or march, or allowing a boosted Searing Doom to go through and wipe out the rest of the regular guys in that unit, meaning it wouldn't matter if I could charge because they're not going to kill that unit. So I had to bite the bullet. I think that was the best of a bad situation. So now I can't charge these guys, but
and do a basic move.
I can't march either, which I probably want to march around there. And actually, it's my own stupid fault anyway for angling them like that after killing the Wolf Riders, because it would have been nice to charge them in the flank. But I can't drill anyway, so it doesn't matter. So now it's my turn 4. Right, end of Empire turn 4. So what happened in this turn? There wasn't much movement. I backed these guys up because obviously they couldn't charge, and yep, so they backed up. No one down here could shoot anything. In Magic, I got Earthblood off on this unit and the 5+ ward in case I get hit with flaming attacks.
You will. All my Magic is flaming.
Yeah. I tried to cast Regrowth on them because I'm getting worried about how few knights there are, but that was dispelled, allowing me to cast Flesh to Stone with Throne of Vines on the Demigryphs, making toughness 8. So basically, the Steam Tank obviously made its charge into the flank of the ex-Kadai Destroyer. It was basically, I won by one combat by 3, so it's unstable, so it crumbled. That's pretty mental.
6 wounds. 6 wounds.
6 wounds, yeah, it already taken. It took 1 wound that combat. Did it take 1 or 2?
2, I think.
But anyway, I had 3 left in it. So, I mean, that was a massive turnaround there. And I'm actually holding out some hope over here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not much over here. I don't know what to do
We'll
with that
see
unit.
what happens with everything else.
Depleted unit. Right, it's at turn 5 now actually, so yeah, it's getting on. Right. End of Chaos Dwarfs turn 5, very short turn. So what happened this turn? No charges. These guys just turned around a bit, and these guys made sure they were safe behind this terrain, which is impassable. That's all the movement. Wolf Riders are basically deciding they're going to stay there just forever, probably. They'll probably never leave there. They set up a little camp there and everything. Basically, because if they move, they're going to get killed by that. Magic was very, very unlucky. Basically, I dispelled Ashstorm, and then obviously that allowed a Searing Doom to be cast. 5 hits, 4 wounds, but my Warrior Priest had cast the 5+ ward last turn, and I made 3 of the ward saves. Only 1 guy died. We didn't do that. Did we do that combat?
No,
we did that combat.
Don't know.
Yeah, I'll carry on after that combat. And other than that, though, these guys shot at my knights but didn't do anything. So that's it. So we're just gonna do that combat. So after that combat, I did 1 wound and took 9 in return because I still got Flesh to Stone on. But so that guy's taken 4 wounds now. Obviously, he's unbreakable. Right. So on to Empire turn 5.
Okay, be really quick now. So.
Right, so that's the end of Empire turn 5. So basically, everything is suddenly come together by the looks of it. Well, the Demigryphs killed the Hell Cannon and took its last 2 wounds. This guy rolled up, rolled up towards them, flamed them, killed a few. These guys made off a charge, I think they needed an 8, and they got in on the Sorcerer's unit. Killed the level 2, killed a load of guys, there's only 1 rank left, but they're like stubborn. I think they're just naturally stubborn, aren't they, from the leader? That's, I mean, I didn't lose anyone because I had Flesh to Stone. Oh, I miscast Flesh to Stone, and basically I've forgotten that spell now, so I can't use it again.
You probably win next time anyway.
It depends. We're going to have to look at the angle on that unit and see. But anyway, it's Chaos Dwarfs last turn now. So. Right, so that's Chaos Dwarfs end of turn 5. In the Magic phase, Flames of Asgore was Irresistible Forced onto the Demigryphs, but I made my armor save, so it ended up not doing anything. However, the Large Blast, well, basically he's got the Earthing Rod, but both times he rolled Dimensional Cascade. I think it was you rolled a 4 the first time, a 3 the second time. So the Large Blast killed all of the remaining dwarfs in the unit. There were only 4 left, I think.
He saved his war save, which is brilliant.
The Sorcerer Prophet made his ward save, and then basically a bunch of my guys died, but I got 1 knight left. I think we played out in the combat we played it out. Carl Franz challenged him, but just failed to hit with all but 1 attack, which was warded. Ended up very nervous of losing Carl Franz because this guy does D3 wounds, but he survived. And basically, in some hindsight, I realised I shouldn't have got some lookout serves, so a couple of my characters retrospectively died, which would have influenced that combat and everything. But
But we
I don't
can't
know.
do that.
No.
So I'm happy to just get the points for them.
Yeah, so that's a few more points to dwarfs, and actually, yeah, I don't know.
We kind of decided to leave it there. Cause
Yeah,
it's kind of a nice place to leave it. It's a cool element
Well,
to the game.
There's nothing that I'm going to do in the next turn. I'm not going to charge anyone or anything. So, it's basically the end of the game anyway. So, really wildly fluctuating battle.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll just total up the points. I think because
I think it's getting to be quite close.
I think it'd be closer than we think.
So you've got a couple of characters basically.
Yeah. So yeah, let's. Okay, so at the end of the game, Chaos Dwarfs scored 674, Empire 1229. Just racked up a lot of points from like the Hell Cannon and Kedai and stuff like that. So really interesting to use two different armies that were. I think you used Chaos Dwarfs maybe once before.
As a proxy, as a addition
small,
to Chaos Warriors,
small
but
addition.
not by themselves.
And never used Empire, so yeah, fun game.